WhiskyJason here, Whiskey Live Dublin 2023, together with
Gabrielė
from
Annandale Distillery.
So we're at an Irish Whiskey Festival, and we have here wonderful whiskey from Scotland.
Yes, I know.
Annandale. Now, Dr. Jim Swan was involved in the process at the very, very, very beginning. Tell us a little bit of the whiskey, and I'm going to say something. You're going to tell me why I'm wrong. All right? So
okay,
a little bit of introduction. So we have two different things. We have unpeated, we have peated whiskey. So let's talk about the unpeated first.
Yes, so our unpeated range is called Man of Words, and it's named after Robert Burns, the famous poet, who has some historical association with Annandale Distillery.
Yes.
And
I do like the bottles, by the way.
Yeah, everyone likes it. People came up to me and said, I love the design, can I please try the whiskey?
Yeah.
So it attracts.
Yeah, it does. Very good.
Yeah.
And then we have the Man
of Swords. Yeah.
We have the sword here.
Maybe you can see it better in this one.
Maybe you can see it here, sorry. Also very beautiful bottles, but we have the blackness, so we know that we have the smokiness here. Very good. Now, some people have a little bit of a problem because you're all cask strength. Limited releases, often the availability is a little bit difficult for us nerds even, and for the typical consumer, it's like, well, it's always cask strength, it's always so. Are you going to stay that way forever, or are you going to kind of lower the ABV a little bit, have a more easier entry proof?
Well, our owner, David Thompson, he believes that you should be able to choose what the level of ABV should be in your whiskey, because some people like it at 60%.
Yes,
they pick up different notes.
Yeah.
But then our whiskey is also unchill filtered, so if you do add water, a lot of flavors come out.
Yeah.
So we leave it up to you to decide whether you like some water and how much
my
water.
suggestion is you give them the tube, and you have a little bottle of your own water in there, so you actually encourage the people a little bit to put water in there.
Sure, that was one of the ideas.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the first person that said that, I'm sure. Oh, very, very good. Yes. Yeah. So, and you have different casks as well.
Yes, so we released lots of different casks.
Yeah.
And today with me I have a refill bourbon, unpeated, and then I have a first fill Oloroso sherry, that's amazing, a sherry bomb. Then out of the peated ones, I've got red wine cask from Burgundy, Pinot Noir grapes. I was in France last week. It's this one.
This one, all right.
It went crazy.
Yes.
And then also a
That's
sherry
STR,
cask.
though.
Yes.
Okay, very, very good. Yes, I've had the STR, I've had the refill bourbon. So here we have the Oloroso sherry. Very, very nice. So just to say a little bit of the ABVs here we have 60.4. Look at it, she's rolling her eyes.
I'm not rolling my eyes.
But you have the 2015.
Yes, that's one of the vintages.
I was going to say this is special, people. All right.
Yeah.
So in Germany, I can get the 2017s if I'm lucky. I can't get a 2015. And these are 500, 800 euro bottles now, often.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, we need to look into that then.
Okay. What do you sell them?
Yeah, it depends on the country and depends what the retail's on.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so this is here a 2017. I'm used to the 17s, exactly. You started in what, 14 or 15?
14, and we have three different ranges actually. So we have the rare vintage from 2014, which is more of a collectible, but you could also drink it, of course. Then we have the vintage, which is 2015, and that's bourbon first fill and sherry first fill. Peated and unpeated. And then everything else after that is 2016, 17, 18, and so on. And that's called Founder Selection.
Yes.
And we're going to add a lot more SKUs under that, so people, it's also a bit of more of an attainable price point. And we're just going to add more casks to that.
Right. Very, very, very good. Can we visit you?
Please do. We have a visitor center and there's a little coffee shop. Amazing cakes. So amazing.
Deliciously amazing. Dangerously.
I eat them all the time.
Okay, very good. Yeah.
Yes. So please do. We do tours basically every hour. And there's always going to be somebody on site to talk to. If not me, then somebody else. And everyone loves talking at Annandale, so that's one of our perks.
So the building has a little bit of history as well, doesn't it?
Yes.
Tell the story.
So it's a distillery from 1836, and when it was first opened, it was owned by farmers. But then Johnny Walker bought the company, and they closed it down after World War I. And then when they closed it down, they took everything, casks, stills, everything. And then they just left the buildings. So when the current owners bought the distillery, they renovated everything. They built extra, basically, buildings on site. Now we also have a new bottling plant as well, just a few minutes away from the distillery. The warehouse is still original, the buildings are still original, and you can actually see where the old Johnny Walker warehouses stood. There's little arches on the buildings, it's amazing. And in the very courtyard of the distillery, there's this chimney there. And there's a funny story about that, because when the owners bought the distillery, they thought it's a bit random that there's a chimney standing in the middle of the courtyard, getting into the way of everything. So they wanted to knock it down, But before they did that, they invited students from Glasgow University Archaeology Department. They did some digging, and they realized that that used to be the still room of Johnny Walker. And you can still see these little arches in the ground where the stills used to stand. It's amazing. It's very historical.
It's on a listed site. It is now, right? Yeah, exactly. Very, very good. So you have 2 wash stills, 1 spirit still.
The other way around.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was something. All right.
So
show us. Yes.
So I'm not sure if you can see it on the brochure, but there's the 1 wash still, and then there's 2 twin spirit stills.
Yes, that was my mistake.
So it's technically still double distillation, but we have them here.
Yes.
So it goes from the wash still, and it's split between the 2 spirit stills. So there's more surface area contact with spirit, so it becomes lighter, and there's lots of more fruitier flavors in the whiskey.
And you use 2 different types of yeast as well, right?
We changed it a little bit. But yeah, we do.
What do you mean you changed it a little bit?
We experimented a little bit, and we find a perfect recipe now.
I'm sure you will. All right, very, very good. So,
www.annandaledistillery.com.
And there's a newsletter you can sign up for.
Yes, you can.
And you get great information. I like that. Sometimes you get newsletters that's quick. All right, but your newsletter is actually informative, interesting, and intriguing all the time.
That's
well done.
Also where we introduce the new casks that we get on site that are available for purchase. And it's not just bourbon casks. It's lots of different types of wine, rum, beer, cognac, everything. So if you sign up for the newsletter, because we don't get a lot of these casks, you might get a chance of getting one of them.
Yes, and I do own a cask also already at Annandale. I'm a little bit biased, and I found the products very, very interesting. So that's good.
Thank you.
WhiskyJason here. Thank you very much for watching together with.
Thank you. Gabby.
Bye-bye.
Bye.